it's Kelly with Kelly's Cooking on the Cheap, and I'm going to do a little week of dinners, kid-free. Hubby got back from his business trip, shipped off the kid to grandparents, so we're doing what hubby likes this week. So first off, we're going to be doing turkey meatloaf. I've done a video on it before, but just to familiarize with, I'm doing 2 pounds of ground turkey. It's what I got from last week, if you saw my video on the grocery haul. I've already got my 2 eggs and some green pepper in the bowl ready to go. I'm out of onion, so I'm going to add some minced onion. Almost looks like sesame seeds. And I'm going to add some taco seasoning. It's the keto taco seasoning mix that I put together. I usually don't add too much salt, if any, but I'm going to do about 4 tablespoons since I got 2 pounds of meat. I would say I just need a half more. Alright, so there's my taco seasoning. And I'm going to add my, still a little frozen, so I'll work it out. Maybe. When I made regular meatloaf a couple weeks ago, I was thinking, brought back memories of making meatloaf sandwich when I was in grade school, thinking it for lunch, so this will probably I'll think of later on as well, but the turkey version. So I'm just going to mix this in. Smelling nice and taco-y. Trying to work out the frozen bits. Not bad for getting most of it frozen after pulling it out this morning. I've already got my pan sprayed down, so I'm just going to add this to it and put my ketchup on top. Let me rinse my hands real quick, and then we'll top it off and throw it in. All right, now here comes the ketchup. I'm going to throw it in, let it cook for about 45 minutes, check on it, and then we'll come back. Everything should be ready. Just cutting in. Trying to get my piece, and always the first ones are always the hardest. And I always like to make sure it's done. So there's a piece. I made myself corn, hubby, broccoli, and cheese. Ugh. So I'm just heating up some leftover potatoes for me. Kind of didn't like we had a big lunch. And of course, I'm still a little kid at heart. Gotta have my extra ketchup. But this is dinner. Hope you like it. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I think grilling might be on the menu for tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. Hello, and welcome to the second night of filming of dinners without a kid this week. We're grilling. I've got my fried potatoes going on an iron skillet. Got some steaks going. Got them at Sam's, and I'll throw the picture up what the package looked like. It was a 2-pack. It was like a little under $20. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on. I did salt and pepper both sides. Before I brought it out here. Alright. So while those are cooking, we did a little road trip to the St. Louis area. So we bought some pasta salad. I'll show you that when we plate up. But in the meantime, I wanted to show you something while we were out here. My hostas. So here's my hostas. I need to really next spring replant a few elsewhere, but I'm really proud of them. The dark green one's this, that one, and then let's see, that one there. That was here originally when we bought the house, and I had to clean it up real good. Then we'll plant some more, but I'm real happy. But we'll come back once we are ready to plate up with our dinner of potatoes, pasta salad, and steaks. So stay tuned. Alright, we're done cooking, and I did cut into one of the steaks and it looks pretty good. Dishing up the potatoes, which I cooked with some bacon and onion and some pepper, and I didn't do the salt because of the would have been in the bacon. And here's the broccoli cheddar pasta salad we picked up, and it looks pretty good. Smells pretty good. So here is how it's looking dinner wise going into Memorial Day weekend. So have a good weekend, and we'll probably see you tomorrow. Hello, welcome back. Today is Memorial Day, and just getting ready to fix dinner. We're doing smash burgers taco style, and I've already made the sauce. And here, let me show you what's included. You've got mayo, about a cup of mayo. Calls for Dijon mustard, and I thought I had it, but it was spicy, so it's going to give it a little twang. Garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, sweet relish, and some vinegar, which I don't have shown here. And this is how it's looking. It reminds me of Big Mac sauce. So we'll see if that tastes like the Big Mac sauce. And I've got my burgers ready. They are over here. And I've got it on the tortillas. I've salted and peppered them, ready to go. I'm going to try and smash them down a little bit more. I made sure to put my grease catcher in with the timber. And I'm using one of the hamburgers I had bought at Fresh Time Market a couple weekends ago for $4. So that's my deal. I pulled out the tortillas from the freezer. I had the ingredients in the fridge. So that's a good thing. Trying to use what I've got. And for sides, I put in the crock pot earlier the creamed corn in the crock pot. I decided I'm going to make it for us, because normally it's been for either potluck at church or taking somebody meals who's needed one. So All right. So that's cooking. It's got to cook for a few minutes. Then I'm going to turn it over. So when I do that, we'll come back and go from there and see how they're looking. All right, we're back and we're going to flip them and see how they're looking. I did pull out some cheese. Pulling out some excess stuff from the burgers. Now to get the tortillas, I can't think. My mind's not waiting to go to work tomorrow. So it's kind of... Alright. So I'm going to wait to put the cheese on until my husband gets back, Robert. So I'll let this toast up. Probably go back to the other side for a few. But we'll come back when we're ready to dish up and eat and show you this with our sides. Alright, we're back and hubby's about home. I'm going to say these are pretty much done. I'm going to put at least cheese on a couple of them just in case if hubby doesn't want cheese on it. That way they can start melting. Let me turn back up the heat. I've got all the stuff ready to go over here on the side. For the sides, I've got cream corn via crock pot and some strawberries. They were on sale today when I finished up grocery shopping. And while I was out today, I did find some good deals to finish up for the week. I bought fresh salmon. I like using fresh salmon anymore for when I make salmon patties. So I just threw it in the freezer until probably next week when our boy gets back home. It's normally like $12 on sale or marked down to $5.40. So I'll do that and found some breads marked down and some good deals. So I was happy. So got cheese on too. So once I get them plated up, we'll show you. I just had to tell Mom what was in this sauce. It was almost like a Big Mac sauce. So he just got back and I'm starving. He took forever, but that's all right. It was for a good cause. Instead of buying the shredded lettuce, I had some salad left over, so I multi-purposed it. So you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Tastes like a Big Mac.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. Tastes like a Big Mac. So if you got a kid especially, like we do, who loves Big Macs, he would like this. So stay tuned for one more night of meals and we'll see. Hello, welcome back to the last meal I'm making of the week, kid-free. And basically I'm using stuff up that I've bought or trying to use stuff out of the fridge so it doesn't go bad. Tonight I'm just doing like dicing up some chicken tenders from the meat I had bought. If you'd seen my last grocery haul video a couple weekends ago where I got the chicken buy one get one free, diced it up. I've got green beans going even though I really shouldn't have opened it because in the rice that I cooked up for a meal for my boy Jonathan and I had put some veggies in it, so we're kind of getting double veggie. That's okay. So I got my pan heated And let me put some oil in it. And I'll show you this. I'm also using up this. I think I had shown a video on this before. It tastes pretty good. Boy thought it was okay. So he probably won't mind not having it this time around. But let me get some toast so I can put the chicken in the to start cooking. Nice and hot. There went a piece. They say, no, don't cook me. All right. So while this is starting to cook, I'm going to season it with some pepper. Let's see how much sodium. I'll do a little salt. I didn't have a lot. And I'm going to put some garlic powder. And then once this starts getting mostly cooked, then I'll go ahead and add my marinade in, and to get it cooked or flowing of season. So I'll come back once I add it, and I'll start gathering the other ingredients you'll see in the final plate up. So we'll see you back in a couple. Alright, I got the sauce in. It's been in a couple minutes. And just to thicken up the sauce a little bit, I did make a cornstarch slurry. So I'm going to at least go ahead and add that in now. I've got my rice heating. It just beeped, so I got to check on it. But I wanted to come in and show you this, in case if you didn't see my other video with similar. Looks like it started to thicken up. So I'm going to let this cook together. I'm going to lower it down. Just let it cook for a few minutes to finish letting the chicken cook. I'm going to finish getting the rice ready. Green beans I think are about done. And then we'll plate and come back and taste. Alright, it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and at least dish up my plate. So I'm going to start down here. Like I said, I forgot I had veggies in the rice, or I would have made the extra veggies. At least get a little. It's the way I grew up with my mom doing it with bacon. I tried to find my diced ham that I had in the freezer. I must have had it very good in the back because I couldn't find it. And some strawberries. Alright, here's my plate. Let me go grab a fork. I forgot. Alright, here we go. Looks pretty good. Strawberry, I tried one. Sitting in the fridge. It's nice and sweet. My boy will probably be jealous of the strawberries. He wasn't here. Alright, so here's the chicken. Hot. It's good. The green beans looks like the way I like it. I like my green beans
If you can believe me saying it, salty. That's about one of the few things I like, a little extra salt for someone who doesn't usually cook with salt. Very good. So I hope you like. If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe or share. I would greatly appreciate it. You have a good week and I'll see you soon.